Yo, what's up? So, this is week number 4. Um, it's really late because I was working at the theater tonight and I just remembered I needed to make the video. So, yeah. Anyways, how was my week? I had a pretty good week this week. Indeed. I didn't do much, but it was still a good week. On Monday, I just had classes. I think I had an interview. Yeah, I had an interview for a school. It was okay, I guess. I'll see if they accept me. And then on Tuesday, school again. I got called in to work for the theater, kind of last minute. So I had to go right after school. I was late, but they knew they just needed my help. So I did that. Wednesday. Wednesday I just had classes. Yeah, nothing much. I had a small physics test. Didn't go too well. How much did I get again? I think I got 10. Let me check. Yeah, I think I had 10. I just need to revise for the test. Because it's not hard. Just need to not be stupid. Yeah, I got 10. It's fine. As long as I get, as long as I get better grades after. So yeah. On Thursday I didn't have school because it was a day off. It was a national holiday. So in the morning I just woke up late. And then in the afternoon I went to play some basketball. That was pretty nice. I started using my shooting sleeve because I bought a shooting sleeve and it was really good. I loved it. I took some videos so I could check my form, like my shooting form. And I realized it's okay, but it's still pretty bad. So I'm gonna try and work on that. I mean, it's okay, I do make my shots. I spent like, I think an hour and a half, so like just shooting. That was pretty good. Cause yeah, after my injury, I just hadn't played for a whole month and a half. So my shooting was just way off. It was just so bad. And now it's almost back to normal. I think I'm hitting probably like 45-50%, which I know is pretty bad, but I'm not a shooter. I was never a shooter. I've always played in the paint, even though I should probably be in the wing, like 3 or 4, probably 3. But anyways, got an email. It's fine. So yeah, it's okay. I think it has a kind of placebo effect. It makes me think I can shoot, and I just shoot a bit better. So that's pretty good. I do need to remind myself to focus when I shoot, because most of the time I just have the ball and I just kind of like throw it at the basket with good form. I mean, with my shooting form and everything, but I just kind of throw it without thinking about what to do. And I think that's also what harms me, because I just throw the ball and I'm not like, this is where the ball should go, so let me try and make it good. And so I think that's why I miss. And when I actually think about where I'm supposed to shoot, I mean, I saw this video of Steph Curry saying he was trying to look at the back of the rim and make himself say that the ball's going to get over there. When I do that, my shots do like my percentage does go up by I think probably like 10-15%. That's pretty good. I just need to remind myself to do that in game. That's pretty tough, but it's possible. It's possible. I just need to remind myself. But yeah, apart from that, that was a pretty good shooting session. And then on Friday was horrible. I mean horrible. I only had half a day of classes because we moved some things and some teachers were absent. But I had a math midterm. It was fine, but I think I did pretty bad. I think I'm gonna get something like a 10 maximum. So that's really bad because I need to make my grades catch up. Yeah, because all the math exams that we do in class are worth combined 50% of the total grade, and the final exam is worth another 50%. But if I have an average of like 4 out of 20, that means on the final, to get the bare minimum to pass the class, I would need to get a 16 out of 10, which is, I think it's 80%, which is kind of hard for final. So yeah, I really need to get my grades up. Yeah, apart from that, nothing much more on Friday. Then we get to Saturday. Saturday, I had an exam for, you know, the, what's it called? The drawing, or like, yeah, industrial drawings, or like modeling or whatever. Yeah, I don't know how to translate that into English. But yeah, so I had an exam of that. It was only an hour, from 8 to 9 a.m. on a Saturday. Oh my gosh, I woke up so early. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so it was pretty easy, but it was just so long, it was impossible to finish everything within the time period, like within the allocated time. So yeah, so I just went home afterwards. In the afternoon, I went to practice with my school. I don't know, I don't go to practice with my club anymore. I just don't like it. I mean, on Mondays it's only physical work, which I can't really do with my ankle yet. I might go towards the end of the year, but I don't think so. And then yeah, on Fridays it's just games, but like tough games, because it's against the team number 1. Like we're team 2 and it's against team 1, so also pretty physical, which I don't really want to do for my ankle, just in case. So yeah, I only play with the school team for now. So it was a pretty good training practice. I had some shots. I had some pretty tough buckets. Yeah, that was pretty nice. Some nice passes. A few turnovers, of course. But yeah, that was nice, and I would use my shooting sleeve, which was pretty useful, I guess. Yeah, and then we get to today, Sunday. I woke up almost at 12 today. I think I woke up at like 11. Yeah, I think I woke up at 11. And then at 12 I had lunch, but it was kind of event. So yeah, with multiple people. In our school there's a tradition where you can choose a surname for yourself, a surname that you like. Most of the time people try to have a play on words with their own actual surname, family surname. And so my school surname is Say, Say, because my family surname is Beghin, Beghghin, and Beguinsay is a sugar brand in France. And I got the idea because my uncle, who went to another engineering school, they also had surnames, and his surname was Sucre, which means sugar, which I'm pretty sure they took from the Beguinsay sugar company. So that was his surname. And so when I saw him in, I think it was November, and he was with his friends, and they were calling him Sucre, I was like, oh yeah, that's not a bad idea. But I didn't want to take his surname, so I took Say, which in French people would say, yeah, Say, or like C'est, but yeah, I'm bilingual, and so I prefer if people if people said Say, like, yeah, pronounce it Say. So yeah, that's my surname. And so basically the whole idea of the lunch, of the meal, was to like find surnames for people who don't have any. But I think we were like 15 in total, and there was only one person that didn't have a surname. So we were just trying to find him one. So yeah, it was okay. I was with some with some friends. So it was fun. And then from 4 to 9 to 9:30, I had theater. There was a ball, dancing ball. Lots of music. There were some drag queens. I don't know if they were performing as drag queens or if it was actual drag queens. I think some of them were actual drag queens and some of them were just performing because they're part of the band. But yeah, it was really nice. Lots of dancing. The public was also dancing. There was food and everything. Really nice. Really, really long though. But pretty fun. And yeah, now I'm back home. I'm gonna go sleep in 20 minutes because I have school early tomorrow. I'll be choosing my classes for next semester. So I need to do that early in the morning if possible. So yeah. And then yeah, I'm really hyped for next week. On Tuesday we have basketball practice with only the championship team, because on Wednesday we have a game. It's the final brackets. So there's 4 teams. I think it was the top 4 teams of the championship. So we were second, so we're playing against the first, and the third is playing against the fourth, and then the winner goes to the final and determines the winner. We lost to the first team, so the one that we're going to play against, by 10. It was the worst scoring game of the entire championship, 46-56. That's how much. That's 102 points total, while all the others, I'm pretty sure, were at least like 120, 130. So yeah, really horrible game overall. And that was the game where my coach was injured. I got injured. One of our teammates was like, I think 6, so he wasn't playing well. And in total there were only 6 players. So 5 playing and 1 on the bench. So they just couldn't keep up. But we still only lost by 10. So we should be able to win. We're gonna beat them. They're trash. Unless they bring some like giant dude that can just poster us, but yeah, should be fine. And yeah, that's it. And then I'm really hyped because on Friday I'm leaving for the TUS student sports tournament. Lots of different sports, basketball, which I'm participating in with my school. Not the same team as the championship team. I think it's an even better team because there were some players that weren't here last semester, so who weren't able to join the championship team, who are here for this like student tournament thing. So I think we should have a pretty solid lineup. I think we could win. I think we have our chances. We're like 9 players. And yeah, so there's football, rugby, tennis. Wait, no tennis. Badminton, ping pong, table tennis. Yeah, that's why I thought tennis. And other ones. And there's lots of activities. There's going to be some shooting, some laser tag, and there's going to be massages on both the Saturday and the Sunday. So both competition days. So I'm really hyped. I'm really hyped for next weekend. I want to get a LeBron chase down block. I've been able to. I got one at practice the week before, last week, and I got one in another game, another kind of tournament theme. So yeah, I want to get either a block or like a 3-point buzzer beater. Just a buzzer beater. That's kind of my goal. Hopefully drop more than 10 points in a game, but I guess we'll see. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me. This is a really long video. Wow. I'm sorry. But yeah, I did just talk about my days, I guess. I think it's maybe more interesting than just saying everything I did in a day, talking about other stuff. But yeah, I'm doing much better now. Sleeping much better. My thoughts aren't just all over the place anymore. I feel like I'm getting stronger. I think I just have better overall health. Yeah. And I'm doing better at school. So that's pretty good. I gotta keep on doing that up until July, and then July I wanna do full like body training, cardio, shooting, plyometrics to jump higher, like full body transformation. Just like get stronger, get better cardio, shoot better, and jump higher, basically. Yeah. So that is it for me. Sorry for having no in-video like thing for no videos from the ball and everything, but it's really late. I don't wanna have to edit a video. So yeah, I will see y'all next week. Have a good one, and I'll see you next week. Yeah, bye.